Voice actors, if you've ever looked at a script and thought, I don't know how I'm supposed to read this, well, don't worry, you are not alone. So today, we're going to work on script interpretation. Now, my name is Amy. I have been a veteran of the voice acting industry for over 15 years, and today's video is actually part of my Voiceover Growth Challenge. That is a free year-long series where each month we focus on one core skill to help you build real, practical voiceover ability and stability step by step. Now, before we get into this month's challenges, I want to give you one very simple mindset shift that is going to make everything easier when it comes to a script that you're reading. And this applies whether it's a practice script, whether it's an audition script, even if it's a script for paid work that you're about to do. I want you to start thinking about it this way when you approach any script. You're not reading a script. Instead, you are delivering a message to someone for a reason. Take the mindset away of, I'm sitting down in front of this script now, and change that into, okay, I'm sitting down and I'm about to deliver a message to someone out there for a very particular reason. And so this month we're going to work on how to practice approaching different kinds of scripts and how you can start to kind of detect for yourself what kinds of reads are the most appropriate for any new script that you come across. Now, for this month's 3 challenges, in addition to whatever recording space you have and your equipment, you are going to need some practice scripts, and I'm going to leave a link down below of where you can find some to choose from. And you're going to need a notebook and a pencil. By the way, if you need a voiceover notebook just for your voiceover work and practice, shameless self-plug here, I've got a Mastering the Microphone college-ruled notebook for just $9.99 over on Amazon. I'll leave a link to that down below as well. Okay, so challenge number 1 is the 3-question script breakdown. So go ahead and pick up a script to practice with. And if you need one, pause the video right here. Go find the link that I have down below that's going to take you to a resource where you can find free practice scripts. Download a few that you think you might want to use and pick one. Then come back, hit play, and we'll keep going on. So the first thing you want to do is go ahead and pick a script to practice with. But before you hit record on anything, I want you to pause, read over the script, and ask yourself 3 quick questions and jot down the answers in your notebook. Number 1, what is this script trying to do? Is it trying to sell something? Is it trying to explain something? Is it trying to connect emotionally? If you don't know the end goal of the script or the message, your read is going to feel a little unfocused. So read over the script and ask yourself that question. What is this script trying to do? Number 2, I then want you to ask yourself, who are you talking to? It's not going to be everyone. It's going to be one person, a very specific listener. So I want you to imagine in your mind the person for whom this message is being targeted to. And I want you to write down in your notebook I want you to write down the person, whether it's soccer moms, whether it's college athletes, whether it's middle-aged businessmen. Figure out the target audience, that target person that the message is trying to reach. And then I also want you to write down the attributes of the person that script is targeting so that you can really start to picture them in your mind. That one shift alone is going to instantly make your delivery feel so much more natural and less like you're announcing something to a whole crowd of people. Because instead, when you read the script, you're going to be focusing on just that one person that you're imagining in your mind who this message is absolutely tailored for. The third question I want you to ask yourself is, how do I want this read to feel? Based on what the message is, based on what the script is talking about, should it feel relaxed? Should it be upbeat? Should it be reassuring? You don't need perfect answers for any of this here. This is just an exercise to give you direction when you're approaching a script. What emotions are needed? Should it be salesy even? If it's a commercial, then yeah, there's going to be a sales element to it. If it's a narrative script, then probably not so salesy. And so doing all of this replaces the guessing and instead gives you a really focused tone and specific audience to speak to. Once you have answered those 3 questions in your notebook, now you actually have somewhere to go with this script. So the next natural step is to record it. That brings us to challenge 2. 3 takes, 3 intentions. So now I want you to take that same short script and I want you to record it 3 different ways. I'm not talking 3 identical reads here where you read it and then you record it again and then you record it again. This is 3 different performance choices. So try something like one read is much more conversational. One's more energetic. Maybe one's more relaxed or grounded. I don't want you to overthink it. This isn't about getting it right. It's about exploring what's possible. Exploring how little tiny changes in your approach, in how you deliver it, can really alter the final product and the message that is received by the listener. Because honestly, one of the biggest things that slows beginner voice actors down is doing the same exact read over and over again and hoping it's just going to magically improve because maybe you've changed the pace a little bit or maybe you've enunciated a different word here and there. This study, this challenge breaks that habit. It instantly starts building flexibility into your repertoire. And that helps you to start discovering your true range as a voice artist, as a voice talent. Now, if you're finding that you know what you want to do with your script, but your delivery isn't quite matching it yet, I do have a couple of videos that are going to help with that. One is my easy daily vocal warm-up. That's going to help you feel more comfortable and more in control of your voice. And also my articulation exercise video is going to help you get clearer and cleaner delivery so that your reads are actually coming through the way that you intend them to. I'm going to link both of those below so that you can use them alongside this month's practice. Okay, we always do 3 challenges in each month, so we're going to take it one step further with challenge number 3, which is to listen back like a coach. So you've picked your script, you've asked yourself those 3 questions, written down all of your notes, you've recorded 3 very different takes. For this challenge, I want you to go back and pick one of your recordings and listen back to it. Instead of listening to it though and asking yourself, do I sound good? Instead, I want you to ask, do I sound believable? Do I sound clear? Does this feel like I'm actually talking to someone? A lot of voice actors get stuck not because they're doing it wrong. They might have a very, very smooth voice, a very clean, technically clean read, very nice sounding. But because they don't know how to evaluate what they're hearing, it might not be the right read for what you're trying to accomplish. So keep this simple. In each of those reads that you did, find one thing that you like in each of those 3 recordings. And then find one thing you'd like to improve in each of those 3 recordings. Jot those things down in your notebook. Your notebook for this challenge should have maybe a printed out copy of the script that you're using. Just tape it on the inside of the notebook. And then the answers to those first 3 questions you asked yourself about the script. Then maybe list for yourself the 3 different ways that you were going to do your reads. And now, under that, list the one thing you liked about each one of those reads and the one thing that you'd like to improve about each one of those reads. And that's it. This exercise altogether this month is really the basic foundation that you need to avoid overthinking things, to avoid overly criticizing your work, and instead learning how to approach a script in a way that helps you do the most important thing, and that is to have your message reach its intended recipient. Now, if you want a structured way to work through these challenges with space to track your progress each month, I want you to know you can join the free Voiceover Growth Challenge email club. Every month, you get printable worksheets for free and guided exercises around each month's challenge and topic to help you stay consistent. And so if you would like to join that free email club, details are down in the description below the video. But really, this is the month where voiceover starts to feel like a real skill, not just having a voice, but knowing how to use it. And the more you go through this script interpretation process, the more natural it really starts to become. And that's when you will have leveled up your ability as a voice actor. Now, go forth and practice your scripts this month. However, there is more to do. Make sure that you have checked out the full Voiceover Growth Challenge playlist on this channel to catch up on any previous months that you might have missed. And if you want to keep rounding out your voiceover business and your whole professional approach to a voiceover career, well, then I want you to watch this video next. This is 5 mistakes that beginner voice actors make. I want you to avoid those. I want you to get those out of the way before you make any of those mistakes. So check that out. Good luck to you, and I'll see you next time.